and I think these tools just elevate our level of consciousness, elevate our level of skills, knowledge, and that's a good thing for the human race.
There's a lot to learn at every level, across generations, across industries, and so if you had to give an elevator pitch, a quick one, you have 45 seconds with someone to convince them it's time to understand this technology, you need to begin to utilize it both personally, maybe professionally, in a responsible way. What's your pitch?
Every tool that, from the beginning of mankind, with, the chisel, to be able to cut the meat and using a rock and the wheel and then, as I said, the calculator, the computer. This is a technology that will become essential to our lives, just like the phone is now. You don't have to, but I think adopting it will hopefully make you a better human. It will allow you to spend time on things that are more valuable for you. And I think having access to knowledge is something that this is creating a democratization of having access to knowledge. And that is so important for the health of humankind and democracies and helping, as diversity in the sense that we'll understand each other better, be because of translation, be because I can understand the culture of someone else better, be informed of what is appropriate, what is not appropriate. I think there's so many things on top of the, I don't want to say mundane, but just the automation itself, right? Is this higher level of understanding and consciousness about me, my surrounding, my community. I think it's a tool that it will make us better. I'm a optimist by nature, and I think these tools just elevate our level of consciousness, elevate our level of skills, knowledge, and that's a good thing for the human race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I was to really take a step back and break down, like you said, in 45 seconds, like why somebody should take the time to explore AI tools, I think I would look at it historically, right? 20 years ago, if you explained the concept of a phone that had no buttons on it, that was just a blank screen, and you were tapping away and you could do all of these things on your phone, they might have laughed at you. So now you're not only expanding just the personal uses of what AI can do for you, but it's opening up new job opportunities where someone might be a prompt engineer, someone might be, working on the code and helping develop those like large language models and making sure that they're comprehensive. So I think that helping someone understand that this truly is the future and that there's so many different ways that AI and generative AI can be applied in their everyday life and their professional life is like the key to helping people understand.
I love it. And so I hear there's exponential growth is here, right? These things are coming,
yes,
right? And they're going to make us better. And I think I agree wholeheartedly with both of those. And hopefully we're all on this elevator together, and it's a long ride, so that the person hears all three pieces, right? But I would have to add that from my perspective as a woman, right? I'm a mother. I'm a queer woman, and so there's a lot of elements of this technology that rely upon use. How do we get all of these voices in so that it's reflective, it's diverse, and so that it can bring us all together in a way that, to your point, it makes us better, it makes us more aware, it is helpful in any circumstance, not just a common circumstance from a common user, right? I think it's all incredibly important.